Oh, hello there. Welcome to Dream Designs, where we personalize your dream experience. Do you have an appointment today? Alright, let me just take a look-see here. To finish just with this note quickly. Alright. Now, let's take a look-see. Can you tell me your name, please? Oh, alright. We have you here. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab your file. Alright, here we are. So now, it looks like this is your first visit here. Is that correct? Okay, fantastic. So we're gonna get you started with a new folder. Now I just want to start off by making sure that you're feeling nice and comfortable. Oh, alright, that's fantastic. Please make yourself at home. You can just wiggle if you need to, anything at all to make you feel nice and cozy and at home. Some of these questions will get a little, not intense, but they might be a bit long-winded. So I just want to make sure you're nice and comfortable. Fantastic. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do some general information, okay? So to start out with that, I'm going to be placing all of your paperwork inside of our typewriter. Alright? Alright, I'm all set. So, now I know you told me your name before, but why don't we start there? And why don't you tell me your full name? Middle first, then last, and then first. Okay? Alright, fantastic. Okay, then. Thank you. And now you're first. Okay. Wonderful. So it seems to me like we're already starting off on a very nice foot. I like your name. Alright, now if you don't mind, let's do your date of birth. We'll start with the year, then we'll do the day, and then the month, if you don't mind. Yes, we'll do the entire 4-number year. One of my keys is a little finicky. Go on, day please. Okay, and now the month. Fantastic. Alright. So now, if you don't mind, just describing for me a typical day in your life. Okay. All right. Okay. Fantastic. Now, if you wouldn't mind describing for me, please, what your ideal day looks like. All right. Oh, that sounds very nice. I like that. I might have to go in and amend my answers now that I've heard yours. All right. I think that might be the best answer I've ever had for that question. Gold cloud for you. All right. So now. So these questions are going to get a little bit more personal. So bear with me if you don't mind. So, where would you say you receive the most validation from in your typical day-to-day life? Yes. Okay. And from where do you receive the most stress? Oh, okay. All right. I completely understand. You know, to be honest, that's a very common thing actually. So, don't worry. I know your experience is very unique to you, but I want you to know that you're not alone, okay? Okay. Just adding a few more notes here under this section. If you don't mind, could you please describe for me your typical mealtime experience? Okay. Why don't we start with the first meal that you eat, and then we'll end with the last meal that you eat. You can include snacks and things as well. All right. Okay. And then your next meal? Okay. Okay. And then the next meal? Okay. Yum. Yum. Okay. You're giving me all kinds of ideas. And then the next meal? Snacks are included, like I said, yes. Oh, well, we just have to make sure that we're very quiet. You see, this entire facility, it's actually surrounded by and absolutely filled up with different dream suites. But we'll get to all of that later, okay? But basically, you're already doing a fantastic job. We just need to basically make sure that we don't raise our voices above a certain decibel, just to keep a very calm environment. Okay. Well, the reason I don't explain it to everybody at first is because what I found, I've been working here a very long time, is that when I tend to speak a bit on the quieter side, I don't know why, but other people sort of fall in line. So that's sort of where I stand with it, to be honest. I've had a few people come in and not sort of pick it up, but then it's very simple. We just tell them, would you mind terribly lowering your voice a few decibels? Everybody's very kind about it, though. All right, let's carry on. I think we have a few more meals left, because this isn't as many meals as I eat, including snacks and things. But you just let me know, all right? Okay? I know everybody's different. Okay. I can definitely understand that. Again, I don't think you're alone there. All right. And approximately at what time do you eat each meal? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So now that's sort of the general information. I'm going to be sending that out with your other paperwork. That will go in your permanent file. Alright, great. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to ask you a few questions and then we're going to get started. Alright. For now, I'll just put your file back up here. I've pulled out all the paperwork and I've put your general information in that file. So I'm just going to add this other information from your file into our handy little clipboard here. It's a very useful clipboard. And I like it because it's a unique shape for a clipboard. It happens to be square. Alright. So I'm just going to remove our little clips that make it a clipboard. Alright, I'm just going to place these in here now. Are you still comfortable? Alright, fantastic. Oh, excuse me. Let me clip this one and then I'll have to take that call. Alright? Okay, give me just one moment. Is that alright? Okay. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Hello, Dream Designs, personalizing your dream experience. How may I direct your call? Okay. Oh, alright, I understand. Give me just one moment. Let me just check your file. Can you please spell for me your middle name? Okay, give me just one moment. Alright, let me see. Alright. Let me just have you confirm a few bits of information for me, please, if you don't mind. Alright, fantastic. So I'm just gonna ask you for your date of birth. Okay. Typical day for you? Okay, fantastic. And what can I help you with today? Oh. Oh, I understand. Okay, fantastic. Alright, well, why don't I transfer you, okay? Alright, absolutely. And you have a beautiful day as well. Alright, so do me a favor, just hang on the line and I'll transfer you directly. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, sorry about that. I would say we're low on staff right now, but you know, this is always how it is actually. So, there's really nothing to apologize for because there's really nothing I can do about it. Alright, so let's see here. Okay. Oh yeah, she'll be fine. She just needed something specific from one of our doctors. Okay. So like I was saying, we're going to go ahead and begin with a few questions. Now, these questions that we have here, they're all very basic. None of them get too intense or anything. But I do want you to know that it would be fantastic if you could take your time and really make sure that you're answering authentically and honestly. Yeah? Okay, fantastic. Let me just see. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and begin? Alright. Now, we're going to start by talking a little bit, excuse me, about your sleeping, you know, sleeping habits, sleeping patterns, stuff like that. Oh, okay. Alright, fantastic. Why don't you tell me a little bit about any trouble that you might have sleeping? Okay. Oh, all right, fantastic. Now, when you're sleeping, do you ever tend to be too hot or too cold? Okay. That's an important one. Speaking of, how's the temperature in here right now for you? Okay, fantastic. I find that it's very comfortable. It's cool enough for me to keep my mind focused, but I feel like it's warm enough so that I feel nice and cozy. Alright, so why don't you, if you don't mind, explain for me your typical dream experience? Okay. 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 And would you say that it's typically pleasant or unpleasant? Okay. You're doing a really fantastic job so far. Alright. So we have some basics covered here as far as sleep goes. We have our generals as well. So that's all looking very good. Now, we're going to move on to a category called favorites. It's pretty self-explanatory. Alright. It looks like that transfer is done. Okay. So, favorites. Do you feel ready? Okay, fantastic. What is your favorite memory? Okay. Oh, this is fantastic. Then what happens? Oh my goodness. I adore that. Okay. All right. Such an amazing memory. So, why don't you tell me a little bit about your favorite smell? Okay. That's fantastic. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about your favorite flavor? I know it doesn't sound relevant, but it really is. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, actually, as I finish each of these, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put them into your file. Okay. All right. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Okay. All right. So, now, why don't you tell me, if you don't mind, a little bit about your favorite color? Okay. Lovely. Whenever I describe my favorite color, I always feel like I have to explain exactly where I find it. So I'll say, the color of the sea on a very, very sunny day with just a few clouds in the sky. When you're very close to the edge of the water, looking out, there's this sea gray, very calming. All right. Now, please tell me a few of your favorite movies. No judgment here whatsoever. Okay. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one too. Okay. And now, if you don't mind, could you tell me please your favorite song? You can pick a few. Okay. A classic. Okay. Love it. All right, and would you please tell me a few of your favorite books? Okay. I've never read that before. Okay, how is that spelled? Okay. Lovely. Let's do maybe 2 more for good measure. A classic. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, Alright. Can you tell me, please, a little bit about your favorite sounds? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I love that. That's fantastic. Okay. Do you have a favorite object? Okay. Okay. It is important when things have nostalgia to them, isn't it? Helps with the connection. Okay. Now, can you tell me, please, a little bit about your favorite shape? Okay. Yeah, it can really be anything. Clouds are probably mine. Maybe the moon. I mean, like a waxing moon, probably. Alright. Fantastic. Now, the next little section here is called the Would You Rather section. So for this, we're gonna start with 2. Oh, you know this. Oh, alright, fantastic. Alright, let's go on ahead and begin. So, would you rather be in a field of sunflowers, sunflowers everywhere, or on a beautiful sandy beach? Okay. Fantastic. Alright, now, would you rather be deep in a thick forest or in the center of a bustling park? Okay. Me too. Now, would you rather have a nice night out at a nice restaurant? Or would you rather enjoy a home-cooked meal? Okay. Now, would you rather take a morning stroll or a sunset hike? Okay. Fantastic. Let me just put this in your file as well. Okay. Yes, well, in order to get everything ready and processed, we have to have everything nice and neat and together in your file so that we can send it over for review. That way we can have everything ready by the end of this so that we can make sure that you're all set to go. This way, it sort of minimizes the wait period for you. I think it's quite beneficial. Alright. So now, we're going to go through some basic sort of questions. Now, a lot of these have to do with your physical condition, not necessarily health-wise, just the mobility. We have some basic things here. We do some tendencies, preferences, things like that. Some little tests, I'd say. And then we'll begin chatting about the different packages that we offer here. Okay? Okay. So, for this, I'm going to just apply a little bit of sanitizer to my hands. Okay. Yeah, this is lavender and peppermint. It helps to provide a very rejuvenating sleep. All of the scents that we have here, they're all very well thought out. Okay. I know it does smell nice. Would you like a little spray? Okay. I know it's potent enough. Okay. So, let's see here. Where was I? Okay. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to measure is your temperature. And the way that we like to do this is if you put your palms in my palms, then I just kind of fold them together. That's the easiest way to judge the temperature. Okay. So we're going to take a few different measurements here for that. If you wouldn't mind placing your right hands into my right hand there. Okay, now I'm just going to place my other hand on top. Okay. Fantastic. I'm now just going to place my hands on your shoulders. That's another place. Okay. Yes, my hands are very attuned to measure temperature. It's part of the training process here. Okay, the last place is just gonna be right behind your neck. So, excuse me here. Okay. Alright, fantastic. So next up, we have the mobility test. So, we're going to start with the head movements. So, the first one we're going to try, if you're open to it and comfortable with it, is moving your head to the right and then to the left. Okay, so to the right and then to the left. Alright, so for you, that would be this way first and then this way. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to do up and now down. Okay, fantastic. Now, we're going to do circles both ways. So we're going to start by tucking our chin down to our chest, and then we're going to rotate to the left, up, back, and around. Okay? We just need to do one circle. I'm going to do it before, and then I'll watch you. So like so. down, to the left, around, and down. All right, now you, please. Okay. Now it's very good. Next up, we have our shoulders. So for the shoulders, we're going to go up and then down. Sometimes it's nice to go up, slightly back, and then down. That's just a nice reminder for us to sort of, not correct, but sort of fall in or melt into our comfortable posture. That way we're sort of allowing our bodies to hang on a very aligned skeleton. That's just something I like to do whenever I'm doing this little check. So go on ahead and do it. We're going to do up, optional back rotation, and then down. Okay, fantastic. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next category. So we're going to do eyes first. This entire category is the facial category. So I'm just going to move my hands a little closer. We're doing your entire face in this category. So we're just going to test the movements of all of your muscles, of your eyes, even of your scalp. Your scalp looks pretty good, so I think this should be fairly easy. Okay. So if you don't mind, please, let's start with the eyes. We're going to move the eyes. Head and body are going to remain relatively still, and then the eyes are just going to look up. Okay, fantastic. And now the eyes are going to look down, like so. It's a little hard to do it without kind of closing your eyes. But let's see. Okay, very good. Now we're just going to do a little circle in one direction and then a circle in the other. I'll demonstrate. Much like our rotation of our head, we're going to start by looking down, all right? So here we go. Okay, you can begin. Fantastic. Now we're going to do it in the opposite direction. Okay, so I'll demonstrate again. Down and to the right, up to the side and down. Now you go. Oh, fantastic. Very good. Okay. Now we're going to do what I like to call squishy face. So we're just going to squeeze our face really tight. Okay, very good. Yes, absolutely. All of the muscles in your face seem to be doing very, very well. Okay, now we're going to do our eyebrows. So let's try this. Eyebrows go up. Okay. And now eyebrows go furrowed. Okay. Okay. And now, if you can do one eyebrow up and the other one slightly furrowed. Okay. Most people can only do one side if at all, but then you could try the other side. Okay. Okay. Very good. Next up, we have the jaw. So we're just going to move our jaw from side to side. Allow me to demonstrate. Please. Okay. Very good. Now we're just going to do our lips. Just pucker your lips. Okay, very good. All right. And now we're just going to move the scalp like so. It's sort of the scalp and the ears. Okay? Now, please, if you're able. Okay. Maybe try one more time for me. Okay. All right. I'm just actually going to get a little closer. Maybe I'll do another little spritz. Okay. All right. Just going to come in a little closer. Try one more time for me. Okay. And on the sides. Let's see. Okay, very good. Fantastic. All right. So now these. Okay, that's fantastic. All of the facial movements look fantastic, as well as the other movements that we did. Now we're just going to do one more little movement. What I'd like for you to do is to simply just push up against my hands. So I'm going to place both of my hands on either of yours, like this. And then what you're going to do, let's say this is your right hand, this is my left hand. I'm going to push down on your hands, and you're just going to try to lift your hands, okay? So the movement you're going to try to do is like this. All right. And the movement I'm going to try to do is like this. I hope that makes sense. So if this is you and this is me, it will go like this. Okay? All right. So I've sanitized my hands. We're all good. I'm just going to place my hands over yours. Okay, and now 1, 2, 3, push up. That's fantastic. Okay. Very, very good. All right. Now I'm just going to do it on your arms. Same situation. You're just going to hinge here and just push up as hard as you can with that whole arm, and I'm going to push down. Okay? So, there we go. Whenever you're ready, I'm going to actually count to 3 again. I think that's better. So, 1, 2, and 3. Now push up. All right. Good. Here we go. That was really good. Hey, you got me a little winded. Oh, excuse me. I have to take this call. Give me just one moment. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure we're all good. Okay. Excuse me. I'll be back with you in just one moment. Okay. Hello, Dream Designs, personalizing your dream experience. How may I direct your call? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And have you ever been here before? Oh, I understand. Absolutely. Do you know your party's extension? All right, well, that's completely all right. It's not a problem at all. No, not at all. Okay, so what I am going to do here, give me just one moment. Thank you for your patience. So what I'm just going to do here, oh no, I just have a client here. Uh-huh. Oh, I understand. Okay. I am going to transfer you, but why don't I go ahead and just give you that extension so that next time you can dial straight away. Not that I don't enjoy this interaction, but this way you can get a more direct connection. Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic. All right, do you have a pen? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic. So the extension that you're looking for, can you hear me? Okay. So the extension that you're looking for is 1, 3, 5, 7. An easy way to think about it is you just remove all of the even numbers counting from 1 to 7. Or you can just write it down as well, that's fine. Okay, fantastic. So now I'm just going to transfer you. Here we go. I could have done that call a little bit better. I should have said goodbye. But anyway, that's all right. We can't all be perfect, and striving for it makes no sense whatsoever, right? So, here we go. Okay. As where were we? We did all that. We did let me see. Oh, it's all good. Okay. Push against the as we did down, it's down. All right, fantastic. So, next up we have tendencies and preferences. Okay, now this is a lot to do with sleep. It's a lot to do with the way that you like to sleep. And this part of it is very important for a few reasons. Number one, at the end, we offer an option where you can either take your dream to go, and then you can just have your dream whenever you care to, or you can have your dream for here to stay. So we have all of these different dream suites, and you're more than welcome to do either. But a lot of these are very helpful for helping us find the exact potency of each of the elements of your particular dream experience. And when we're talking about things like tendencies and preferences, that's also helpful for us here, just to design not only your dream better, but also your suite better. Just to make sure that it has all the elements that you would like to make you feel the most comfortable. Okay. Sometimes it's important to explain those things. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are just going to test your head tilt. So, what I'm going to do is place my hands on your left cheek, like so. Well, I mean, my left is here, but just so it's mirrored on your left cheek, and then you're just going to rest it in your hand, in my hand, excuse me. So I'll place my hand there, and then you'll rest that cheek in my hand, and try to let the entire weight of your head go. We like to do the movement section first, so that at this point you have a little bit more mobility in your neck. Okay? Just warm up my hands. Okay, fantastic. So I'm just going to place this, like I said, right underneath that left cheek there. Okay, and now you're going to tilt. Okay. Now just take stock of how that feels. Okay. How was that for you? Okay. Okay. Oh, fantastic. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. This time I'm going to take my left hand and cup your right cheek. Okay. All right. And now really rest it in there. I've got you. Okay, fantastic. And so now, did you have a preference? Which side felt more comfortable or more natural to you? Okay. I sort of thought so. Okay. Now, this one has to do with light. Some people are light sensitive, so we just want to make sure that we get the perfect balance of light leakage to make sure that you feel comfortable but also restful. Okay, so here we go. Let me just adjust these. All right, that's bright. And now that's medium. Okay, and now that's dark. This is complete blackout now. Okay, I'm going to turn it back up. Okay, there we go. So now that your eyes have adjusted, please tell me, what did you feel? Which was your favorite? Did you have a preference? Mm-hmm. Yeah, most people say that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And did you have one that you preferred more than the others? Okay. That's my personal favorite as well. Okay. So now, do you prefer a hard pillow or a softer pillow? I can give you an example. This is one of our hard pillow options. One moment. Okay. This is one of our hard pillow options. Okay. And now this. Okay. Is one of our soft pillow options. And feel it. Uh-huh. All right. Put this one back too. There we go. All right. So, did you have a preference? Okay. We're very similar. I feel the same. Okay. Now, this one, this is a different knob that we're going to turn. This one's all about the temperature in the room. So, do you prefer the temperature to be warm, like this? Do you feel that? Or it's cozy, right? Cool, like this. That's cozy too, right? But in a different way. In a way that makes you just want to snuggle up. Alright, I'm going to turn it back. Okay. And now, did you have a preference with that? Okay. And the same. And now the last question here. As far as noise goes, do you prefer quiet? You know, a room that's very quiet, that feels just very sort of, not empty, but just very quiet, very peaceful? Or do you prefer a room that's more loud, where there are some distracting sounds, all relaxing sounds obviously, but just some, you know, kind of distracting sounds, white noise, we could do sounds of nature, we could do like muffled city sounds. We have all different kinds of soundtracks that we could do specifically, but anything like that. And so did you have a preference between it being more quiet or a bit louder? Okay. I can understand that. Okay. And what time is it? Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right, fantastic. So, just going to place this in your file as well. Alright, so now we're going to be covering a few of the basic dream packages. Okay. So now, have you heard about any of the different packages that we offer? Okay. So then this will be fun. Alright. So, the packages that we offer here, they're really fantastic. There's a lot that you can get out of them. So, the first package that we offer here is we can do the dreamless sleep packages. Now that's exactly what it sounds like. Your sleep will be dreamless. Okay? So then we have the designer dream packages. And those are just like we said, you know, designing a dream for you. Okay? And then we have another option that I'll talk to you about a little bit later. Okay? Okay. So if you don't mind, and if you're still feeling comfortable, I'd like to go ahead and begin explaining some of our packages to you. Would that be all right? Okay. All right. Fantastic. So the first option we had, like I said, is the Dreamless Sleep package. Now, in the Dreamless Sleep package, you get two different options. You have the Pep in Your Step dream package, and this is dream designing your perfect productivity power nap. It happens in 15-minute increments starting at half an hour. So now basically what this is, it says dream designing, but that's just because that's the name of our company. But this is actually, as I said, a dreamless sleep package. And for this one, what we really like to focus on is just making sure that you have a really, really restful little sleeping period, whatever little time that might be. I know that so many people are just overworked and they don't have much time to sleep at night, and they just need that extra little boost, that extra little pick-me-up, if you will, to make sure that they can just finish off their day, finish off their busy schedules with something that can really help them just push through. And it's a fantastic option if you're feeling a little bit like a lack of motivation, a little bit of a lack of inspiration, a little bit of a lack of patience. Okay, so like I said, you can do that one in 15-minute increments, which is a fantastic option. So we start at half an hour. Anything less than that, it's hard to get the potency right and the balance of the elements and everything. So we just start with half an hour. And I think that's a good starting point. Half an hour, completely dreamless sleep. And with the specific chemicals that we put in and all of the elements put together, there's this sort of melange that happens. And everything sort of fuses. And what that does is it allows your mind to just rest. Just even for a few moments. Sometimes a 45-minute pep in your step, productivity power nap is one of the best things that you can do for your mental health. Now, would you like to consider that option, or would you like me to keep moving on? Okay, fantastic. So next up, we have our extended rejuvenation package. And that's just like it says. That's 7.5 to 8.5 hours of deep, dreamless sleep. Very rejuvenating, like the title suggests. So what do you think? Would you like to consider either the dreamless options, or would you like me to move on? Okay, fantastic. So now we're going to move on to our designer dream packages. These are our sort of where we really kind of put the flourish into it. All right, so these are the current offerings that we have right now. So I'll just sort of run through them. But really, I just want you to know, basically, there are so many options. And really, the possibilities here are truly endless. So don't let any of the packages make you think that you can't have everything that you want, because I'll tell you right now, you absolutely can, and we will make sure that you do. Okay? All right, fantastic. So the first package we have as far as dreams go is the Relive package. And in this package, you basically go back and you relive one of your all-time favorite moments. You can go back and relive, that time you scored the goal, meeting the love of your life, running through the rain with your best friends, baking cookies with your grandmother. You can go back and relive any of those favorite moments. What do you think about that one? That's a good idea. We'll go through them all. Okay. The next one is the Redo package. So this one is just like it suggests. You can go back and redo something in your dream that you maybe wish you had done differently. So, for example, you could go back, retake the test and ace it. You could come up with that perfect retort, not 20 minutes after the fact, but rather 20 seconds before. So, those are just some examples of the redo package. Now, the next package that we offer is accomplishing a goal. So, this is really just about your personal ideas and perspectives on achievement. What does success look and feel like to you? And how can we bridge the gap between where you are now and where you'd like to be? So, some examples that we have. Something that you've long yearned for. Buying a house, maybe, or adopting a cat, maybe, or successfully growing a garden, or running a mile. Could be anything. Okay. So the next one is the vacation package. In this package, you can travel absolutely anywhere that you want to go. Oh, it's fantastic. You can travel from a pristine beach in Thailand to the very tip top of a pink, fluffy cloud. Anything that you can dream up, you can have in our vacation package. Okay. I like that one too. The next one is our cozy, comfy package. Now, this is also known as our ambiance package. And this one is very, very specific to you. I mean, all of them are. But this one, we're going to have to go through and do a few more questions and some tests and things like that. Because with the Cozy Comfy package, we basically have to totally customize all of the sounds, all of the imagery, and every little thing that's going to make you feel cozy and comfy. So now that you've heard all of the packages here, is there one in particular that you think you might be most interested in? You are a very, very smart customer. So, our final option that I told you I would mention is the totally customizable package. Okay, so basically for this package, you get to completely design your dream. So I'll just go through some of the questions just so you know kind of how it's conducted. And, you know, you can always come back for another dream, so never feel like this is limiting you in any way. This is really just an opportunity for you to, you know, open yourself up and be, you know, open to an experience. Something that maybe you haven't had before or something that might feel very cozy. So, for the customizable dream package, we have 8 different questions. Usually at this point, someone would have chosen something by now, but let's go ahead. So, this one starts off where from beginning to end, you get to design it. So, where are you? That's question number 1. Question number 2, what are you doing? Okay. Question number 3, what are you wearing? Question number 4, what does it smell like? Okay. Question number 5, is anyone else there? Okay. Question number 6. How old are you? This is something, just so you know, that you should not take for granted in dreams. Because when you're dream designing, you just have to understand that that number can absolutely alter depending on where you are, depending on what's going on. So always be aware that that's a relevant question. Question number 6. Oh no, I did number 6. Number 7. There we go. What is around you? Okay. And then question number 8. Excuse me. Okay. Is what happens in the dream. So that's obviously a really long answer. So what do you think? What would you like to try today? Okay, fantastic. Oh, excuse me. Fantastic. So that's one of my favorites. Now, the way that we set this one up is that we set this dream so that the first place, that you think of right before you fall asleep, so rather the last thing that you think of is the place where you're going to go. So in that sense, it does take a little bit of discipline, mental discipline, and a little bit of mental dexterity. So what I would suggest is maybe play something if you're not staying here. We haven't gotten there yet, but if you do decide to take this to go, I would suggest that you play something, music or sounds, on some sort of device that reminds you of a place that you really want to go. But I would definitely give it a think beforehand. Really think about where you'd like to travel to. Could be anywhere in the world or anywhere not in the world. Anything you can imagine. Any place that you want to go that you think of, you can go there. So that's a really fun one. It's one of my favorites. And it is worth it. You will feel so rejuvenated and stress-free. And I mean, it really does feel like you took a vacation. Okay. So let me just quickly look through what we have here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the final question, now that we've decided on what we're doing, I'll go ahead and put that in your file. Wait, one moment. Okay. So now, the final question here. Do you stay or do you go? Would you like to take the dream with you to go, or would you like to have it here? Okay, fantastic. I'm so glad. Okay, so let me go ahead and send out all of your paperwork. This is obviously just a little bit of a preliminary. Now that you're staying, we have a few more things that we might have to run through, but basically this is a really good jumping off point. So not to worry, I'm gonna just go ahead and let me call in my there's an assistant in the back, and she has to come and collect everything. Hi, yes, it's me. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. So basically, yes, you guessed it. To stay. I think the cumulus room. Stratus is okay as well. Okay, why don't we go ahead and do the cumulus room? And if you don't mind, I'm just going to have all of the paperwork all set, and if you could come and collect it, that would be fantastic. Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Alright, I'll see you shortly. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna place it in the slot next to where I keep the files. You can just come and collect it. Okay, fantastic. You can wave at me through the window. Okay. Alright. Wonderful. Okay. Alright. See you shortly. To stay. Yeah, okay. Alright. We'll see you shortly. Okay, bye-bye. She's fantastic. I'm so glad that you came in on the day that she's working. Okay, so let me just quickly review all of your paperwork here. And once I have everything sort of, kind of sorted and everything, then I'll go ahead and put it in the little slot so she can come and pick it up. So, let's see. Okay. Okay, well, this is all looking really great, and I'm really glad that this is kind of what we have decided on, that I was able to help you today. And yeah, I'm just gonna place your file just in the slot here. There we go. Okay. And just go over here. Oop. Okay. All right. So now, if you just want to sit quietly there, in just a few moments, she's going to review all of your files. She's going to speak to our chemist, who's going to whip you up a beautiful dream. And I think meanwhile, she's preparing your sweet. So it should be a really beautiful and wonderful sleep. Well, we here at Dream Designers really believe in relaxation above all else. So I hope you have a very relaxing and beautiful sleep. And I hope you go somewhere absolutely beautiful in your dreams. Okay? Well, it was so nice getting to know you. Thank you for being so cooperative. Okay, alright. Well, I have to get back to my work now. Feel free to just sit back and relax. They have all kinds of different goodies being prepared for you as we speak. So by the time you are called back, they're going to have all this ready. It's going to be waiting for you in your gorgeous suite. And you can just, relax, rehydrate, make sure that your tummy's not empty. It's nice and full. And then we'll just get you on your way off to dreamland. Okay. Well, again, it was fantastic getting to know you. And I hope to see you again soon. Okay. Hello, yes, this is reception.